What's up, you ugly fuckers? New video. This video is going to be talking about Tom Clancy's The Division. I'm going to be talking about the beta and everything that's good and bad about it. What's the hope for the game in the future? Now, I was really etchy about even wanting to download the beta because there was Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, and now there's Tom Clancy's The Division. Now, a lot of you may not know is that Rainbow Six Siege was almost not going to happen, and we were going to get another Rainbow Six game, but it was scrapped last minute, and Siege was put together right after, which is partially why Siege is a shit game, and also it is a shit game because it is a little bit just like Battlefield Hardline. It is just supposed to keep you busy for like 5 months until this game comes out. We're not talking about Siege anymore, we're talking about this game. Now, I downloaded the beta, and I was not wanting the game. I just wanted to play the beta. Just wanted to play a nice free game with some friends. I left the beta needing this game. I was sad when this beta ended. I stayed up all damn night and was kicked out of the game because they shut down the servers. That's how long I was playing this game. Now, I'll tell you what. When you first get in the game, it's your typical third-person shooter. It feels a little bit like GTA at first, and it does feel a lot like The Last of Us without the zombies. I thought it was a zombie game at first, but because I had no idea what it was. But you're in New York City, some bioweapon happened, so now some people are left in the city to fend for themselves, and there's, rival groups and thugs and blah, blah, blah. The main story, it only lets you do so much. You get to around level 7, 6, and you're done with the story. That's not far. I think they actually start you off at level 4 by default, which is kind of cool. But I finished the main story, and it was okay. It really didn't make me want to get the game for that. But then I ventured in, and first I looked on the map. And on the map, I saw that some of the city was like red outlined. And I thought, okay, that's where we aren't allowed to go in the beta. But then, I went over there, and there was a gate. And I opened that gate, and there was a dark zone vendor that was selling some cool gear. And then another gate. And a voice came on and said, "You're now entering this dark zone." I had no idea what dark zones were. And then it's like a free-for-all zone. It's the PvP zone. It's where anyone can come in, and you can kill anyone or be friends with anyone. But there's prices and consequences for each side that you choose. If you go in the dark zone by yourself, you can kill some AI and you'll receive a different level status. It's kind of like Call of Duty with the multiplayer level, zombies level, campaign level. You have your campaign level here, which you can see on the screen. I'm level 7. And on the top purple is 10, and that's the dark zone rank. And you can see how much more you play in. So if you go in by yourself like I did, you're going to find yourself just killing some AI and you're going to be getting some loot. And I also had fun just randomly trying to sabotage big groups of people. Now, the cool thing about this mode is anything that you find in this wretched zone of PvP and destruction, you can only carry 6 items. You can find attachments, armor pieces, weapons, valuable weapons, superior weapons. If you find them, you can't just leave. You can't fast travel out. You can't go back through that gate and take it. You have to risk it all in order to get it. And those are extraction zones. And if you're by yourself, that's going to be a hell of a hard thing to do. Because you have to go in an open area, shoot up a flare, and you got to wait about 100 seconds, almost 2 minutes for a helicopter to come, put down its pole, and you have to load your sack onto it. That's gay as fuck. So if you're by yourself, 60% of the time it spawns AI to come and raid your extraction zone. And anytime you do an extraction, it pops up on the front of every live person screen that you started an extraction. So if a rogue group is ready to start bullying people, they know where to go now. And sometimes people are going to come up and be nice. And most of the time they're not. And the emotes in the game are actually useful, not like Destiny's bitch-ass Hotline Blink or, Hotline Give Us $5. It's really good because if somebody accidentally shoots you, maybe like 3 times, they're going to get a rogue status. And a rogue status, as you can see on the left of my character, is a timer that you and your group are marked as, rogue agents, that you are player killers, and people will get extra XP for killing you, or you can get a bunch of XP for getting kills as a rogue. If you die as a rogue, it takes twice as long to respawn, which is like a minute to respawn. You lose level experience and currency in the game. So it really gives you some, I can't go rogue right now. I'm broke as fuck. I don't want to get anything more. So that's really interesting. So you also have, it's a little bit familiar. It makes me feel like Destiny, a modern Destiny RPG shooter. There's skill trees, a medical, a technical, and like a tank kind of, body armor kind of route. The medical, you can do a pulse, you can scan for enemies, you can use a heal, like radius bubble to heal you and your teammates if you're in a group. That's essential. And those are the only 2 that are available. And in the technical, you have like a sticky bomb remote launcher, and you have a mini turret that you can throw, which is kind of useful for AI, really. It's kind of okay in PvP. I maybe only used it 1 time or something. And I didn't use the tank part at all. It's just you can equip a shield and you can use your pistol. I've learned that your pistol, even though it gives you unlimited ammo, you just never gonna want to use your pistol at all, at least in the dark zone, because I tried using my M1911, which is it was blue, so it was a rare version. It didn't do it's not gonna do anything. The only time that a shield would be useful is if you're in a herd of like 5 people and you're doing consistent DPS and you're guaranteeing that you're not gonna get killed because they're so distracted with everyone else. You can do that. But they've got the typical color for rarity. There's, simple, common whites, and then there's uncommon greens, rare blues, superior purples, high ends, exotics, the best of the best. Some of my friends in this video have one of the 2. They actually have 2 of the exotics that were in the beta, the Liberator and an exotic AK-47. It just ultimately drops people very fast, which leads me into what's wrong with the beta. What's going to be wrong with the game, and why you shouldn't get it if this is going to be a problem for you, is that the whole damage type system, it's not... It takes so damn long to kill anything. And I'm going to tell you this first. They've added a bleeding feature into the game, and I've only ever seen my character do bleeding. That's where you get hurt a lot, and your health is slowly going back down unless you heal yourself immediately. It's where I got kind of hit by an explosion that was barely on the edge of range for me, and I get ragdolled a bit. That's when I get the bleeding. But I have clips of me spraying 3 clips of an AK-47 into one person, and he will not die. And you're telling me with over 90 bullets into a human body, I'm not going to hit some artery and cause bleeding that way? The whole bleeding thing's kind of stupid because I've never gotten bled out from being shot. And it's just, I've played with someone who joined my group who was a level 20, the highest level in the beta. He had all exotic guns. He had every stats that he could maxed out. He played maybe 48 hours in total already. Fucking virgin bitch whore fucker. Alright, but he joined our team. And he came up with us. And he left our group and said, I want you to, all 3 of you, to kill me. And I want to see how long it takes. So me, my friend, and my other friend whipped out our LMGs. Our purple LMGs. Rare LMGs. Aimed at his fucking head. Sprayed. 100 bullets from me. 100 bullets from my friend. Another 100 bullets from my other friend. He did not die. Did not die. 100 bullets. 100 bullets. 100 bullets to the head. To the head. And of course some of them hit his chest because of the recoil. We're not always hitting his head. But either way, he took 300 bullets from an LMG. And he did not die. We couldn't kill him. And you know what he did after? He just healed himself instantly and got it all back. So if that's what a maxed out character is for like level 20, what's it going to be when the level cap is increased in the game? For all I know, the level cap in the real game could be 50, 100. You're telling me that if there's a level 80 walking around, he can ultimately bully every single person because all these people are 4, 8, 12, 20, even a 40 can come along and he would rape them because he can soak up 900 bullets worth of damage from any gun. Explosives, not really going to do you too well unless you start upgrading them. Like the one I have, it's not really useful, but my friend, he actually managed to upgrade his mine thrower. It does a lot of damage. Now, aside from that, the whole damaging, it's just going to take so much to kill someone. So you really, really need to push for the highest weapons to even do, barely legal kinds of kills that make you feel like, damn, die, you're a human. Shit. So, transferring from that, this game feels like The Last of Us and DayZ combined. I like the whole, apocalypse setting with the find loot setting with make friends, make enemies, make groups. Lone Wolf. I actually just started playing in a group the last night of the beta. I played alone most of the time because it was pretty fun just to run out and just, observe these 5-man groups and pull out, your suppressed sniper and just start spraying them and watch them scatter. Just watching them run around and panic because they don't know where you are is really fun. And after a while, you need to figure out that you can't just go solo anymore because sometimes people will walk up to you if they're especially in a group of one more than you and they see you have a loot thing on you, which is the biohazard bag on me, the yellow biohazard bag. If they see that and you're the only one around, they're not expecting it, you're not expecting it, they can get the first shot off, they're going to kill you and they're going to take what you have. A lot of people are going to be really, really dicks in the game. And back to the emotes. The emotes are actually going to save you because I had someone, shooting into some AI and he accidentally shot my friend more than once, so he got a rogue status. So he put up the surrender emote, which, if you're a smart, intellect person and you're nice, you're going to see that, oh, he has an 8-second rogue status and he surrendered, which means he did not mean to do that. Otherwise, he would be still shooting. And of course, you can either let that slide or you can kill him right away and get some XP if you're a little capitalist bitch. So, really, you need to get a group. You need to find a group. You can't play this alone. As fun as it may be, you're just not going to be able to do anything. You might be able to one-on-one someone, but you can't one-on-2. You can't one-on-3. You're going to get raped by a group. It's just not going to be fun if you're playing by yourself. So, I really hope this game is going to be fun. I'm hoping to get it. I really want to get it. I want to make sure that it's going to be fun. And I really wish that they never made Rainbow Six Siege and spent more time making this game, making this better. Fuck Siege. Make this game better. Siege is not a Tom Clancy game. It's a fucking Call of Duty close quarters game. That's what that is. This is going to be a really fun game. Also, I kind of forgot to mention more of the story. You can do it co-op as well. You can do missions with other people. And you have your base of operations. And you can kind of choose, what branch you want to upgrade for your base of operations. Your medical, your security, and your power, your technical kind of things. So if you think that you want some, turrets to defend are better. If you think you need some more armed guards around. Or maybe you think that, a medical lab is all you need. All you need is to bring your experienced troops back, heal them up, get them back out. You can do some pretty good, diversity with upgrades. And as you can see right here, this clip right here, this is a picture of me and my friends. We're up by an extraction point, and there are people here. There's some other people here, I think. I'm not too sure. Let me see here. No, I think it's just some AI people, but I think some actual people do come. And it was pretty funny because a group of like 4 people all came. They all had loot. And we were up here where I am right now watching them. And they established that we weren't going to open up on them because they had, I think, 4 people. And we just had 3. So they were assuming that if we tried anything, they just gun us down instantly. One, we have the high ground. And right in the middle of that helipad is where the loot pole came down for them to all group up. And they all grouped up together. And we all shot our mines. One of my friends has it upgraded. We shot our mines all at the same time. Right in the middle. Killed all of them. We killed all of them, crawling away while they were incapacitated. We took their loot. We stole it. It was really funny. And it just shows you that you can truly do anything. So that's kind of what this game's going to be. You can be a dick. You can be a solo dick. You can be a group dick. You can be a good group. You can go in as a group of 4 and go and kill those damn people who are bullying everyone. Or what we did later, which was quite funny, is we got 4 people. One of them was a level 20, so he had maxed everything. We went up a ladder and into, it's off the ground level, and we're up the ladder in this little alleyway. So there's only one entrance, and that's the ladder. So anytime someone came up, we just murdered them, and we would get a 5-minute, bounty on our head. That's the ultimate punishment for being rogue, is that you have a gold red icon over you, and it's a bounty on you. So whoever kills you is going to get a shit ton of XP. They might level up once, regardless of what level they are. And if you die, you're probably going to lose a level, which is also something that's kind of cool and bad, is if you, work your way up to level 10 like me, and you can finally buy that cool, exotic gun that requires rank 10. And once you buy that gun, and maybe you get a little too cocky, you start dying a lot, you've lost level 10. You are now level 9, and you no longer have access to that gun that you've gotten. So that's kind of cool. It gives someone a reason to, if you get a cool gun, you got to stay up there. You got to stay winning. You got to stay killing. You got to stay alive. That's kind of cool. This game's going to be really fun when you have people to play with. I do not recommend you play this by yourself at all unless you're just dicking around. You're not really going to be playing this a whole lot. I think this is the clip right here. These are the 3 people that are watching the extraction point, and we're talking about it right now. Right now is when we're talking about it. So I'm just going to wait. See what I do. All right. So, looks like all 4 of them are huddling together. Right now, we're talking about getting our minds ready. Yep, there it goes. We killed them all. And the ones that are surviving, we just gunned down. That's so much fun if you really think about it. And look at that. We got over 2 minutes of a rogue status. That might not seem like a while, just 2 minutes, but that's 2 minutes of you wandering around freely with no essential place to bunker down with. And if you get gunned down, then your whole group's next. So that was really fun. I got to extract all this, got to take their loot. It was really fun. So that's what's going to be the core of the game. Choosing where your loyalty lies with people. When you are in a group with people, when their names are blue, there is no friendly fire for them. So that is kind of cool. I do wish that they add... well, actually, that is kind of cool. It is a lot like DayZ and Arma 3 with the whole proximity voice. So if some people are not in a PlayStation party or Xbox party, whatever, if they're not in a party, you can hear their voice if they're close. So that's kind of cool. If you're going to be talking about what your plans are in the game, you should probably be in a party, because if you're openly talking, someone could be spying on you that's close to you and you don't know it, and they're hearing everything you're saying. Like, you could say, hey, I gotta go real quick, I gotta use the bathroom. 2 people have to do something. Now that person knows they're AFK. He's gonna come up and kill you all. So it's really kind of cool, the whole communication thing. You gotta be in a party and all this and that. But again, it's just going to be the whole damage thing. As you can see, look right here. I'm spraying this guy. I even bring out my pistol to try. aim sensitivity. It's just going to be really, really hard. You need grips on your guns. You need everything that can increase perks and stats. It's going to be quite annoying at first. It was annoying at first, but I did not ever really get mad at this game in the Dark Zone except for the whole damage